Rim Country News brought to you by Christine Croak, your Rim Country real estate expert. And by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill, a historic stopping spot since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Thursday, March 11th, for Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country news headlines. Well, a recently handed down Arizona Supreme Court ruling not only helps to support a local law enforcement officer who suffered a post-traumatic stress injury, but some are saying that this will help many other officers to come. Well, former Gila County Sheriff Deputy John France won an Arizona Supreme Court ruling recently forcing Gila County's insurance to pay disability benefits to France as a result of trauma he experienced during a call to the home of a suicidal man.
Dispatched to a call of a subject threatening suicide up in the Beaver Valley area northeast of Payson. And this was on a Sunday, it was Father's Day. So we responded up there, and on arrival, the house was a two-story, lots of glass, so it was kind of tactically a very disadvantageous position to be in. But we could hear screaming, yelling, ranting, raving coming from the residence that the subject was in. The report was that he had a shotgun, but he couldn't reach the trigger to kill himself with. I wasn't able to get back before the guy busted out the door and then leveled a shotgun at me. There began an exchange back and forth of drop the gun, no, you drop the gun, back and forth, back and forth. And one last time I ordered him to drop the weapon. I realized the weapon at that point had become leveled at my head, and engaged him, shot him.
France says it wasn't until the next day that the magnitude of the emotional trauma from the event first became obvious.
About 24 hours later, I went through the aftermath of the shooting, the beginning of the investigations and so forth, just the whole long drawn out ordeal, and got home, spoke with my wife, our grandson that we were raising at the time, and just kind of explained what had happened, what was down the road potential, living in small communities and so forth. Then went to bed, got up the next morning, didn't quite get about halfway between the bedroom and the kitchen for my morning cup of coffee, and just lost it. Everything came flooding in. Just the realization, the first 24 hours was I was just kind of numb. But all of a sudden, after, in the light of the new day, just everything hit me.
France says it was even more difficult when he learned that the agency he risked his life for wasn't showing any interest in helping him deal with where this all left him.
A lot of crying, a lot of just disbelief. Fortunately, I had found a good support system that when I was having those days that I could call and talk it out, talk with somebody about it. But it hurt tremendously. You give your life to a career, to an agency, and do, I constantly had good ratings every year, typically. We all had our problems along the ways, complaints happen, but if you don't get a complaint, you're not doing your job. I wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but was doing a good job and was successful. And then to have all of that pulled out from under you, and the support system you think you can fall back on isn't there, you find out real quick that sometimes they have a tendency to eat their own.
Well, France also says the Law Enforcement Officers Union and others have told him that this ruling will now help many other officers who suffer from post-traumatic stress injury. And on a personal opinion note, these officers are truly all heroes, but none of us should assume that enduring such trauma is just a part of the job and that they also should just suck it up and deal with it. Here's hoping that this ruling does indeed help other officers. Well, taking a look at other Rim Country news, there's a lot going on. To commemorate Women's History Month, well, each week this month, the folks at the Tonto National Forest are profiling an outstanding woman employee with the Tonto National Forest that embodies the Forest Service motto of caring for the land and serving people. Well, this week, they celebrate the life of Kelly Patricia Bedson, who passed away a little over a year ago. They say during her life, Kelly touched so many people, so much so that her co-workers recently honored her passing with the Bedson Balloon Challenge, a friendly competition to collect the most helium-filled balloons on the Tonto National Forest. Well, since the Bedson Balloon Challenge began on March 1st, we thought it fitting to tell you a little bit about Kelly so that you can appreciate her too. Now, going back to 2018, Kelly was diagnosed with breast cancer, but despite her serious illness, she continued her work as a range management specialist here on the Tonto National Forest Payson Ranger District. And they say as a result of her determination and her dedication to service, she was awarded the National Range Award presented by the Forest Service Washington office for her exemplary contribution to the Southwest Region Range Program. Co-workers here say, quote, although she was with us only a few short years, she made an indelible impact on her co-workers and the ranchers she served, many of whom continue to remember her as a genuinely kind person with a generous spirit and a lifelong love of nature and animals. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, we do have changes headed our way. An approaching low is going to bring increasing chances for rain and snow, mainly from Flagstaff westward today, but precipitation will spread eastward on Thursday night and Friday, and that's going to make some hazardous travel possible around the 4,000 to 5,000 foot elevations and above here in Rim Country. We have a full report on what you can expect for the next 7 days coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, reflecting on 2020, this year has presented challenges, devastation, and extraordinary circumstances that will forever change all of our lives. I am more than ever thankful and grateful for my loving family, living in a community that supports and takes care of each other, the collaboration that happens with our small businesses and our non-profits are selfless, generous, and heartfelt. A special thanks to our town staff, the first responders who are dedicated to our community, and lastly, so grateful and thankful for my clients, personal referrals, new friendships, thankful for my assistant Sarah, my marketing team, title, mortgage companies, local and state, realtors that I've had the privilege of working with. Wishing you all Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. I appreciate you all from my heart. Many blessings. Stay safe for 2021.
Hello, this is Brian Bowman. We have Payson Tire Pros and Automotive, and one of the best things about having a business in town is the local community. We found Terlucas and Brandt to do our taxes. Amy's been a critical component for our business to be successful. We are very thankful for them and their professionalism. So if you're looking to have somebody do your taxes and you want to find somebody good that's willing to work with you. Amy is awesome. Terlucas and Brant is who we suggest.
Well, taking a look now at rim country weather, a large area of low pressure is currently centered over the Bay Area off the California coast. It's been increasing rain showers and snow showers over much of Coconino and Yavapai counties this morning. Now, the snow level has been staying around the 4,500 to 5,500 foot elevations in those areas. Northern Arizona will remain in a moist and cool southwest flow all day today. Orographic lifting will continue shower activity through early afternoon. Another weak wave rotating around the parent low is going to move into Arizona late this afternoon and tonight, bringing more widespread precipitation. The main low will then begin to move into the state, spreading precipitation eastward. Now, National Weather Service out of Flagstaff says the area most impacted appears to be from here in northern Gila County westward to Coconino and Yavapai counties. And that'll be through this evening before it all shifts eastward. Now, current projections are snowfall from 2 to 6 inches above the 6,000 foot elevation, with 1 to 3 inches down to the near 4,500 foot elevation. The low will begin to move faster eastward on Friday and Friday night, so the eastern zones of Arizona may not see as much precipitation as we will here. The main impact will be the possibility of hazardous travel conditions. Daytime highs on Friday are expected to be 10 to 20 degrees below normal and may not break freezing over the high country. Saturday, the low will quickly move into New Mexico and Colorado, with some snow showers persisting here over the Mogollon Rim, White Mountains, and up to the northeast in the Chusca Mountains. Accumulations should be mostly light, according to the Weather Service. Daytime temperatures, though, will be 10 to 15 degrees below normal once again. Sunday through the middle of next week is looking fair and warmer. The next fast-moving system is possible around Monday night and Tuesday. Colder and windy conditions will be possible, but there is a fair amount of model spread, so precipitation chances are low at this time. You just need to stay tuned, and as that storm system gets a little closer, we'll have more idea of exactly how much impact it'll have. Here in Payson today, you can expect a slight chance of rain and snow showers. It'll be partly sunny with southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts as high as 17 miles an hour. Our chances of precipitation today only around 20%. Now that, however, will increase to a 40% chance tonight and then go up to a 70% chance for precip tomorrow. However, it still does not look like accumulation amounts, again, are going to be very substantial with any of this. Highs and lows around rim country today, well, they're starting to look a little on the chilly side. Up at Clintswell on top of the rim today, well, they're not going to get out of the 30s. Their projected high today in the forecast is only for 39 degrees. And then tonight, with their chances of precipitation going up to about a 40% chance, their overnight low tonight is going to drop down to around 21. So again, all be in the form of snow of anything that happens up there. Our neighbors up in the pine strawberry communities, well, you'll see much the same conditions today, with a forecast high near 41 degrees and a low tonight dropping down to around 24. Over to our southeast in Young, they should see a high today around 50 degrees, with tonight's low there dropping down to near 26. Down in Tonto Basin, their forecast for a high today of 61. Their chance for precipitation isn't expected to hit until tonight, but that will be in the form of rain, as their forecast overnight low tonight will only be dropping to around 42 degrees. And all the way down in Phoenix, well, they should see a high today around 65 degrees and a mild low tonight near 48. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Friday Eve.